Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cuckoo on OvenBreak, where we just recently got finished with the whole entire story in regards to the delightful, I was gonna say Choux, but the delightful Cuckoo Town Square. So, you know what we're gonna be doing? Running in hard mode, because what's interesting is, of course, I'm gonna be doing something interesting where I gotta do this every hard mode, so like it doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna be running with Choux Cookie, Shine Muscat Cookie, Long de Shot Cookie, and Cocoa Cookie, because they were all the relevant cookies that you could unlock in the story. Though, also, there's something unique going on down here. As you can see here, there's the little things where you can get buffs, but from what I can understand, this has to do with getting outfits for Choux Cookie. So if you do remember, I think the last critical time this happened, it was during the story with Yugwa and Yiat. But when that happened, you filled up like a funny board. And by that I mean like you just filled it up with funny faces and see what fit. And basically the better the faces looked, the better the points you got. So with that being said, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I need to go ahead and get you to a cranking of a level. What do I mean by that? Well, yeah, that's good. Level 13. And I know it seems like a definitely hefty load of crystals, but you know what? I'm just sitting here just like, you know, I kind of have to get this cookie evolved just so I can even do good in here. So same thing goes for you. But I'm just going to do 10 right there. And then we'll do 2 sets of those. So, level 12 pet and level 13 cookie, because we're probably going to run with Choux first, because, you know, most relevant cookie, then maybe we'll just go down the line. I don't know. But I don't expect to get any good combis, or like, and by combis I mean just like any big buffs. But we do have everything here where it gives us all the buffs from just getting ready. And now, we have to go ahead and get some tickets for completing all these missions. Is it going to take a while? Definitely. But we have the capabilities of doing so, so why not? So, while running in this, obviously, if you don't know how this works, basically, in hard mode, you run in all 5 previous stages levels. So basically, it just says, like, hey, guess what? Now, you know, you ran in stage 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Well, guess what? Hard mode is just like a compilation of all the levels combined. So, good luck on doing that. I mean, we're definitely more than capable of doing it, but come on. Anywho, I guess while I go ahead and run through this, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about my day and how life has been recently. And it's been pretty unique, pretty eventful, I'm going to say. So I won't go into too many details about this, but like let's go ahead and talk about life, because I kind of like talking about stuff like this while just like, you know, de-stressing playing Cookie Run. So let me be honest with you, I plan on getting a decent amount of videos done today, because I'm finally back on the verge of like getting videos done, because sheesh, it's been so long since I had a record day. But if anyone has been missing it, I kind of posted about this on my community tab, and I officially moved out of my old house because we had to find a new place to live, because we kind of like, it's not that we didn't get, I guess we got kicked out, I don't know, but basically we moved out, and now that whole old house is already being deconstructed. But we live in this new place now, and I'm starting to get used to it, because let's be honest, I don't know, but like, it might just be me, but it feels more open. But honestly, I feel like doing like some sort of a room tour. But I think I'd rather save that for like a Your Local Club video, because I think it would be a little bit more like, you know, I could do like more funny talks and like funny effects on it. I don't know, I know it sounds basic, but that's just me speaking and talking from the heart. I don't know. But with that being said, I genuinely enjoy the new apartment. I will say the biggest like stupid part about moving was just like getting everything up, you know, from one place to another, which is why if you have to either get like a moving company to do for you, or you have to have a lot of friends and family for that matter. And if you can't, then good living luck with whoever you're donating all that stuff to, because ain't no way you can move that unless if you have an long extended amount of time. But if it's heavy stuff, yeesh, I am scared to see the people who have to deal with heavy stuff. But I do have I got him. Okay, good. I do have a closet, which actually is one of the big pluses of my new room. I could store a lot of my like old boxes filled with like stuff. Oh, I just got a potion right there. I did miss the big potion, but I got that putting normal life energy potion anyway, so that's good. So at least I can run just a teeny tiny bit further, and I probably could have my skill activate one more time if I had her at any higher level, which I'm most likely going to do just for like, you know, this basis of hard mode, because Choux, newsflash, is one of the best cookies you can run with here. And also, since we went with it, we also got a ton of more tickets, because it gave us a pet boost and a cookie boost. So that's pretty sweet. Anyway, we did get a spare 100 gems out of that. I will absolutely take. And since we got a lot of these missions done, you know what it gives us? Here's our main reward. It's a plethora of tickets. So what can we use with that? Well, spending on clothing, of course. Now, what sort of outfit will we get? I don't know, but I'm very curious. Huh. You know, she doesn't look bad. I gotta be honest, I really like the style. It's like a bit gothic, but like, I don't know how to describe it. It's weird, but like I like it. It's like spooky, but also aquatic in some way. She's just gone. What is it? Is it always meant to look like that? She's just, oh, okay. Okay. For some reason, wait. Why is that a thing? All right, if I go over here, swap. No, where'd she go? Would she like go to the restroom or something? Why she just suddenly disappear like that? Okay, well, sure. Let's see what else we get. Oh. We get cream ferret's cream ears. Okay, this seems a little bit more humble, lower class, but like, you gotta like that. What else can we get? Okay, it's basically nearly the same as what we got before. So what I'm understanding is, it's a dress, it's her basket, and it's her hairstyle. And not hairstyle, but like hair decor. But I guess we'll use this because those ears might be pretty good. It also got a frilly bag. I mean, 2 A's. I think probably the mini magnetic aura will be a little better. But for all paperwork jellies, that's probably very useful. I'll probably just set to this, because for now, we're going to go ahead and do a swap over to Shy Muscat because she also has her own missions that she can complete, which at this point, just bam, and then bam. Just max it out. Why the club not? It was so close to being maxed out, so we may as well just utilize all the points for that. Well, let's go ahead and get round 2, because like I mentioned, this is run number 2 of 4. So we're going to be running with Shy Muscat, and then I think in order of Long to Shot, and then Cocoa. Cocoa is a little bit more of a passive skill, because it's just like, oh, whenever a skill activates, here comes that big old cup of cocoa. That big old cup of sweetness. It's been so long since I've had a cup of cocoa, and I'm hoping that I can have one at some point in the future, but it's in the middle of May. I don't expect that to happen anytime soon. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about my new room. Fun fact about my new room, there's a lock on the door now, which actually does help if I ever need to, like, record, because, you know, helps with people, like, not suddenly barging in. Of course, I'm still going to hear, like, knocks and stuff like that. That was really close. That was too close right there. But also, another cool thing about my room is that my room actually has built-in lights, which I know what you're saying. Doesn't every room have built-in lights? I know that's really confusing for me to like try to admit like that, but what I'm trying to say is in my previous room, you know how in some rooms there kind of has like at the ceiling, like let's play a little game. Look and like lock out this video just for a quick second and just look at the ceiling of your room. Do you see like some place where you would see like some sort of a light bulb assortment? Well, if you do have that, cool. But if you don't have that, it most likely means it was either broken or you just don't have one. Because some rooms that have a broken light bulb thing, or ones that don't have one, mine happened to be, my old room happened to be one where it had a broken light bulb thing. Instead, I just used a lamp. I just plugged it into the wall and used that as like a nice light source for the room. However, now I have both a lamp, on top of my ceiling to light up, and also one for my closet, which is really good for storage, and also seeing where I could store everything. And I think there's also one more addition, which I can be clear about. Oh yeah, technically it's not an addition, it's just kind of like how things has to work around here. The router and modem has to be set up in my room because the cable to set up the internet, it just works like that. So now if anyone needs to like reset the router or something like that, I have to be the gatekeeper for it. So there's a lot of responsibility on my shoulders for that one. But anyways, since we're about to get finished with this run, I will say, I'm actually very glad that in like running with Shy Muscat, we can get so many of those ink blob things, because let's be honest. Look at all these, like, we already have nearly 2 of each one. Helps a lot, and we already have a new best high score, and we're about to get 2 of each. And we just managed to reach that blue one over there. So this is definitely the way to go, especially if we run with, like, enough to get enough missions completed so that we can run with 2 cookies and not just 1. Because that can help us get a lot more of those ink blob things. Though our skill can activate, I'm pretty sure, 1 more time. So we probably shouldn't even need to worry about that. Because another one should pop up probably... Oh, and also we got the potion. And my run was about to end right there too. But it was like, no. Not yet. You still have content to collect. but we made it all the way up to B rank. And I think it's about to be B+. Oh my gosh, look at all those bear jellies. Like, that's an absurd amount of bear jellies right there. And 3, 2, 1, last amount of big bear jellies right there. That was an amazing run. Really got to give him credit for that one. 750 million points, nearly 760 million. Oh, and also I can get this. Nothing of value. I mean, this gem is pretty good. But we got all these, which gave us a ton of missions. Which means how we went from step 5 all the way to like step 16. Let's get some more clothing bonuses. How about that? We'll wait until we get like a triple S one here. I feel like that'd be good. Oh, there's a matching cat ear set. Do I dare try and go for it? It does seem like a fluffy pillow. Wow, okay, so I just have to keep these two, because that is the cutest thing I think I have ever seen in this. Not only do we get Cream Ferret's cream ears, but we get Cream Ferret's fluffy hoodie and Cream Ferret's clover. It's like dressing up a My Cookie. This is actually really adorable. Okay, well, honestly, I feel like a nice side minigame that you could do, just like completely off topic, is like try and get every single outfit set unlocked. And then, I don't know, make some content out of that. But this is a really good set of power-ups right here. Speaking of good sets for power-ups, let's swap over to Long the Shot, because it's his time to try and get some good rewards out of this now, because we could probably get a ton of these now, considering that we're nearly maxed out. The only way that it would be better is if we had triple S's. And the only thing that I'm thinking of is I guarantee you triple S is going to consist of like, hey, it's just Caramel Shoes normal outfit. It's literally just Caramel Shoes normal outfit. I'm willing to bet 100% that is just Caramel Shoes outfit, and like that's it. Like nothing else really to prove. It's just how she looks normally. So sure, I mean I guess it makes sense. She's got to get dressed, but of course nearing perfection is looking exactly like Cream Ferret. Why? I don't know. Maybe it shows off the niceness in you. That's my only theory I can think of. And already we got another one mission done. Some plumbing fantastic. But anywho, let's go ahead and talk about other events in my life. Which, we're going to go ahead and get into some more reserved territory. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm talking about stuff that I talked about in the community post recently. Where I was like, listen, I really want to work on some stuff right now, but stuff happened in real life where, you know, it's hard to explain going on with my friends. Because, you know, I'm kind of involved in the friend group, but it's kind of causing the whole thing to go in shambles, so it kind of sucks. But basically, I think 2 people that I know of, which I still know of right now, basically, I'm still their friends, but they were basically in a relationship and now they're taking a break. And of course, I don't think it's taking a good toll on either one of them. How much did this end up taking a toll on them? Well, you know, late night conversations, late night text messages, and late night phone calls. That's all I could say. And it got to the point where I was in a phone call with one of my friends, you know, one of the people involved in this. And let's just say what ended up happening was I ended up, like, staying in a call with them the whole entire night. And you know what? Here's the thing. On normal circumstances, I don't mind that because, you know, funny conversations and just, like, late night banter. Like, how could you hate? But here's the really interesting thing. They, I think, fell asleep during a bit of it. But the thing was, I don't think I knew. Maybe I did know. But the more important thing was, considering that they were going through such a bad time at that point, I need to make sure that they were okay. So I was like, no, screw this. I'm just going to stay up through the entirety of this. I'm not going to hang up. I'm going to wait until they wake up just to make sure that they're okay. Because the worst thing I want happening to anyone is like they harm themselves. That's something that I don't want to happen to any like person at all. Which, by the way, only 586 million points. I guess Long the Shot does have a skill where it's just neutral speed, but Shine Muscat, on the other hand, has like so much speed. Just rev on the plumbing supercar. But that's that for that. And now we can get more missions done, I'm praying. 19. Oh, so close. We just need 20. Did they lower it down to 20? I think they lowered it down to 20. Well, let's hope that our last cookie, being Cocoa, is able to suit the task. Because you know what? 3, 4, and then crystals 5. Now you're at max level. Which means... Alright, you don't get the title for that? I thought you'd get like a title. Okay. Well, anyway, bam, and then Yes. Sure, this works. Alright. There we go. Level 10 pet and level 15 cookie. Will this go far for us? I don't think so, but I am absolutely hoping that this gives us enough points just to get, like, the last fair amount of missions done. Let me just readjust my seat. But, yeah, that's how much I really care for my friend. And I did get a few comments saying, like, you know, be sure to take care of yourselves, because, like, you know, you also want to be sure that if you want to take care of others, you got to make sure that yourself is being taken care of, and I understand that. Here's the big problem, though, which sucks. Content creation can really be your pleb sometimes. And by that, I'm not even saying that in the good manner. I'm saying that it can be your B word, because, like, sheesh. Or you can be content creation's B word, I guess. But, dear Lord, it is just trying to make sure that I get back into the flow of things, trying to make sure that I get back into making shorts, making sure that I post about things like Cuckoo on OvenBreak, Cuckoo on Kingdom, Cuckoo on Tower of Adventures, Cuckoo on Witch's Castle, and all these stuff, not to mention the floating shorts that I'm pretty sure I already mentioned those, but, like, you know, the shorts that I also have to make sure I pump out, like, it's wild, because you don't want to lose that relevancy, because then at that point, it's slow to gain it all back, and I'm hoping that the, little bump that I had within my adventure of moving from one house to another doesn't really slow me down. I mean, we still have, like, what, 82,000 and a half subscribers? I'm basically saying 82,500. But, like, I just don't want to lose you all. Like, I want to keep on growing. I want to keep expanding. I want to make sure that I become a really good content creator for a lot of people in the future to look up to. But it's just scary that if you just mess up enough, you may not be able to retain it all back. But what we are retaining is all these missions. We're already at 7, when I could have sworn I just said 4. Big shocker. But, if you're wondering, I'm probably going to do only one more hard mode video, where it's just like, oh, here's all the cutscenes, and probably the best one that I could probably offer. And I'm hoping that I get enough missions done just to get those last 2 missions done. If not, I don't know what the pleb I can do. I guess I can run off camera, but still. But anywho, we're at number 10. Just keep on pumping this skill, make it as active as plumbing ever, because I need everything here to go swimmingly well. I think I only need one more thing for the skill to activate. Yeah, there we go. Now this is going to run for a lengthy amount of time, even though it's already halfway over. At least we got 400 million. I think Coco's not going to be the most optimal. It's not that Cocoa Cookie's bad, but I think even Long Shot might just get a little bit more points than her, because I feel like cookies in the past have, like, skills that, like, don't match up to par. I know it's kind of shocking for me to say, even though for some people it's not shocking at all. It's just from my personal opinion, like, you're better off using, like, the most recent cookie instead of, like, something from the past, which I guess maybe that's why they get rid of the whole entire gacha feature, but, maybe. It's just a theory. But we did get 500 million points, so I think that is a little bit more than Long Shot, or the Long Dick. Did you get, like, 485, or was it 585? I don't even remember. But, whatever the case is this enough? Bam. It smells like it. Oh, perfect. So now we have access to running with 2 cookies, and I'm definitely going to make it these 2 because they are insanely optimal for this, especially for the leaderboard. I mean, check this out. Now, another thing I have access to are the secret tasks. What does this mean? Well, we have to gather scattered paperwork jellies with caramel shoe cookies, so just run with her. Collect lots of bear jellies with shiny muscat cookies, so run with her. Collect lots of marshmallow jellies with cocoa cookie. Run with her, and find a letter somewhere in the star film set. So we have to get far enough within the level just so we can actually collect all that stuff. Is it possible? Of course it is. I'm hoping at least it is. If not, I'm gonna look like such a plumbing idiot. But I'm gonna be doing that off camera, and on camera, I'm gonna be seeing if I can complete all these just to show you all the cutscenes, the special cutscenes. So with that being said, now would probably be a good time to end the video because, well, we did everything that we could here. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Cuckoo Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also Town Square Mascot, there you go, and also, did I say that? Hit the bell icon? Let's just say I did. Anyway, also down below in the description, there's a bunch of links down below that leads to, like, my social media stuff, which one is a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I get the Cuckoo on YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise, you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi for just $1 a month. You can see exclusive content you wouldn't only see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.